Listen, I have been trying to understand how we little boys should do things, not to be punished, and so that our lives go better. And I have made a few notes. I wrote down a few things so I could remember. And this is what I found. First, we must be very, very careful so that we don't listen to things we should not listen to, and not to see things we should not see. It's better that we wait for the adults to tell us what we should pay attention to. That is very, very important. And it's safer, because if we don't do that, they might punish us, and we don't want our asses to be hurt, because we don't like pain. And I have other notes. It's very important that we believe what we see on TV or things they tell us in radio and in advertisement and in the newspapers and in places like those, because they are made by adults, and the adults know very well what is good for us and what they should tell us about. We should be careful, and we must pay attention to the ones that sell a lot. Because if they sell a lot, that means they are important and that they have lots of money. And then, if things sell a lot, that means they are important and they are very good. And if those things sell a lot, we may believe them, because many, many little boys believe them also. And this is really, really important for you to know. We should never, never say things and think things without waiting for the adults to tell us about what we should say or not, and what we should think or not. And for that, the TV and the newspapers are very useful. They tell us very good things. And we must wait to know if there is a lot of people who say the same things and do the same things and think in a sort of equal way. Because then we know it's safer to go where they are going and to do things they also do and to say things as they say those things. It's very dangerous if we don't do that. And the adults sometimes punish us for our good when we get out of line, when we think by ourselves without waiting to know how to think and what to think about. And it's for our good, because they don't want us to misbehave, because it might be dangerous for us and sometimes to our families. They also protect our families, you know. And something very important also that I have learned is that in our neighborhood and in our street, and sometimes even in our houses, there are some people and some young boys and young girls that are bad and others are good. And the good ones are the ones who have authority in the places where they live. Those are the good ones. And they know what is good for those places and for the little boys that are living there. So the way it works is that then the good ones, they punish the bad ones, and they hurt the bad ones, and they place them in prison, and they take their money because they are bad. The other ones are bad. And then the good ones can do to the bad ones all the things that they think the bad ones are doing to them. But when this is good, because it is done by the good ones, then they can do it. And then those things become better. They become nice things to be done by the good ones. Sometimes they are even heroes, like Superman. And the bad ones, because they are bad, and sometimes they do things they should not do, or they think things they should not think, then the good ones place them in prison, take their money, and, well, they make sure that they cannot talk, and they cannot tell us things that are wrong. And this is what I wanted you to know about. So, bye-bye.